restricted confidential. Yen trust strictly confidential. And you're restricted. They assign the confidential na shall say. Where you restrictive confidential document. Enti ye bubon tokro wa no. Ye just a copy. Said ye be ya ye the kwachire president kura kan wi ye man copy. Ye sign tam ye the akwato national security locum ba copy wa ha.
Docket yankasa.
All right. The reference number of this document that I intercepted in September last year, said National Security Year Investigations. And then on the 21st of October 2021, they officially wrote to the Commissioner General Ghana Revenue Authority. Reference number here, NSCS, National Security, 428 volume 4/5713. Dated 21st October 2021. And a Dawo TV ne so no yen kan. Uhwe na yesi confidential. Fi ha confidential dia near. Aka to say paneto Jubilee House ayete. This letter was addressed to the Commissioner General Ghana Revenue Authority here in Accra. Tax evasion, national security no, tax evasion by importers through Aflao border. Pacho yeah, complete tax evasion by importers through Aflao border.
I say one more than Yamabo may move far flower monthly at all.
Yaminshra, obedi day.
Watch it.
That's it. Reports indicate a customs intelligence team of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, CDGRA, led by John Agbewu, with assistance from operatives of the Special Monitoring Team, SMT, of the National Intelligence Bureau, on 8 October 2021, intercepted and arrested 2 cargo trucks at Jowlu traffic lights. Near Fiesta Royale Hotel in Accra on suspicion of under-declaration and misdescription of goods. 2. Gathered the trucks with registration numbers GW 6957-13 and GT 8502-16 from Aflao, upon arrest, were escorted to the Customs Laboratory Division at Airport Runabout for re-examination. Point 3. Put it back there. Yakayabum. It was revealed after the re-examination that a substantial number of goods in the trucks were undeclared, and thus no duties were paid on same. Number 1, they were undeclared and no duties were paid on same. Afa yi to twene, yi free ho. Fire me yina. Kindly find attached the list of declared and undeclared goods in the track. And no me wo. And on Thursday, you be publish no. Minister Bia wo kra sa ne ma no wo na wo yene na wo mpena no moto be dadua. It needs stating that during the interception, the traders were discourteous towards the arresting officers, with one of them allegedly placing a call to Colonel Damwa, Commissioner of Ghana Revenue Authority. Subsequently, Agbewu received a call from one Kojo Bonsu, staff officer to the commissioner, instructing him to release the trucks immediately and unconditionally.
That
time I'm going to unconditionally. Point 4. It needs stating that during the interception, the traders were discourteous towards the arresting officer, with one of them allegedly placing a call to Colonel Damwa, commissioner of CDGRA. Subsequently, Agbewu received a call from one Kojo Bonsu, staff officer of the commissioner, instructing him to release the tracks unconditionally. Pacho Yifriho. 5. Further, Agbewu received another call from Eduche, Deputy Commissioner of Operations of the Ghana Revenue Authority, who also gave similar instructions. Additionally, the trader who placed the call to Colonel Damwa recorded the arresting officer on video.
Hey.
I have a copy
of
that video.
Yeah, leaky.
To be forwarded to him. To him, no, Colonel Damwa said, you bet me yinadi. Because you're penny be near money a day. 6. Given the implications of this development, particularly those related to tax evasion, where a national security document on the domestic revenue mobilization effort of Ghana Revenue Authority, your outfit is urged to investigate the matter and update this ministry accordingly. Your outfit is further urged to take necessary steps to prevent senior officials from undermining the work of custom officers at the various custom checkpoints across the country. 8 regards. Signed, Edward Asumani, Deputy National Security Coordinator for the National Security Coordinator. Copy to Honorable Ken Oforiatta, Ministry of Finance, Accra. Then the person yesterday. Krata we no eshase on the and then they say. And then 23rd and 22nd. 23rd September 2021. And Honorable Kandapa Enya intelligence from somebody from Onia TV. Sir, obey issues on tax evasion on the ports and harbors across the country and import duties. That was me. So therefore, otherwise, maybe perhaps. So maybe therefore, otherwise, perhaps.
General.
Information in the Abaye in an sanity there. As I said, national security. Juma said the Abaye, one call you near ma. One woman declare near me, woman to say, yeah, 2 bomb. And in near ma cry. One fanco free. So quickly, per the information, tracks 5 and ye jay muma won. But 5 or not 3 was share mununa yentema niama they were undeclared. Na duty so nka ho. Eti eno no omo cheye agye eti so obekaya la this year February womo she eniama enkrofo undeclare na yentua duty just to serve as a deterrent. Eti national security di akire no oche cars mienu. Se saka ne mu niama no dos dodo. 40 footer mienu. And niama wobri ya undeclared and duties were not paid. Car number akonoma GW 6957-13. Driver na otwinu oyesremuni.
Yo.
GT 8502-16. Driver na yasantini.
Yo, krama sante.
Why you na fi aplawo na oba. Enti dwulu traffic light na se. Yo baby aye money ekwoto pai.
Yi bank ne kwan ne so.
Yami nshira.
That's how they would.
Enti we were also monitoring see abechi won ampa na se ebejai. I was monitoring. Pew ani eche won. Womo escorting womo call airport no. I detailed a reporter to follow and take shots. And national security did a yeoman's job. And Omo can say, David, woduru ho na pepepe ena maame na niama ne ye ne de no fa ne phone ena dial 024 the academic nka
o de ka my last number no
last number na ye de
ka jamienu na e won finfin ye de beka ho
addition subtraction
ena efi de no ba ya o ka kire officer na o che niama ne say sa wo se wo ye custom ni amema ye yi wadi tie mi ye
watraten no
Kojo mama no call no.
ai wo before be ye call no wo mema ye yi wadi say ye de niama e kwa wo ni nipa wasoma ye
obegina yen abehwem
wagina ya sa chie ye be ma ye yi wadi honestly officer ne yemo she no there were 4 officers with obaba ko a no she mufti lady no suro into ofi ho
mani akukuduro
wenya baby ankogina ye ka na chi no obegina ai
deliberate
no journey ni makote ye
it is an at dia as I customs laboratory division our airport runabout for re-examination and no dey ye near chire because me wie madwuma
ne na ahwehwa no no
wade niama ne call ye na wo hwe nkrata ekuta no document ekuta ma me na 1 a fake 2 and goods no ye declare 3 when tria duty number 4 eniama na nkasa okko ho no kura no na wo hwe niama na ewo na ebi ye boxes padlocks wo ma yembie ano so the national security were compelled to open the ewo menka meka na yawada okay
AMB amagana
enti maame ne ye call no oye mistake no catch up papa say mefre wo boss ti odi phone call na so ho a Canada ma no o expose papa no
cut all this
se da bi odi ye hwehwe ni ma me wo hu se wo kita tumi
hello Colonel Patrick Canada money hello Colonel ti odi on say Emma ye nhwehwe ni mu a okona oba na owoso no to sa beti esi trog so
enne o ta hwe ma wa hu ye point no
ena Colonel J so eniema na ye de ba ye no afa ne ye de kwa ye kwa koyie officers bi so wo ye customs for wo ma chi ye ena jibehwe de wo ye wa ha wo de niema ne kodede ena wo de niema ne kodede phone so conversation no yantibi maame ne de no na ye tie owie no ye mistake am so obe catecol no na ne sakod bia speaker no so no se twen mefre wo mo sese ya
kana so de ne ba abontene
no se mi wura me da ase na corner end here quickly Anna Colonel Damoa the staff officer IGP was staff officer CDS or staff officer Kwas Chief of Army Staff or staff officer ye wo post ni ba ko na commissioner ba ko on na ye wo officer confidant ono no ye wo operations nyina kwansini ena onya call na maame na service staff officers din e wo ni phone so nti e wo ho say no na ye hu din no yawada ena mebodi no e kina mewie kanofo yata
o walenke pa
eti phones ni ringi sa wie ye no ena obusa ne say when na stop e wo no ena obo din ni kire ne say eye one officer John Agbawu ena say okay let me call Agbawu eno de nhwehwe ni munti na phone wo speaker
pese obi atene nka se wafre
Prince na Agbawu John enya call
nya de obenya
yes sir
oh correct sir
yes sir yes sir I didn't know sir I'm sorry sir I'm sorry sir then this so-called tax invader had the guts audacity capriciously nonsensical picked his phone and started videoing officer na when you call na ne ho no
na je se ne oye nyina se wona woni wona ho pui
ti call na ba ye ni nyina ne se And the officer wanted to be on a safer side. Or a smart guy. He didn't know the people around him. No, so the phone to speaker. So that, so yeah, some Obenya dance for. I have been instructed by the commissioner to let you know that allow them to go unconditionally. Sabs for brofo, GRA for brofo, unconditionally, say, emusanashe, and cashe, and checkashe, and T-seal, MBA seal, MBA padlock, Jawon, Nawon Kwasa, and Jiffy, men show pepe be a man so say, ombre baby, unconditionally. An officer no so home pussy, che. And a oja phone no mu, ato ho, no catch and say, Madam, Papa will come home. Cause now, drivers in me, Mamma no buy, ne Papa for me, no come home. Bo mama ne se mpacho mo betimi de mo ne no akọ officer area we release or kwa not deputy commissioner of operations of Ghana Revenue Authority, not an ordinary person. Listen to me well. Deputy commissioner to say vice president nana do ni ho na wo ho me the example keke nana do ne ba me anima sem we ho Colonel Damwa, Director of Operations. Ghana, who are you to know? Deputy Director of Operations. Esa place call. Ekomasa officer biom. Nipa no wo ye call ne de mebo ndin. Opa akọ shepo, opa akọ court. Ye friend na duche.
Hey.
And indeed, the man who received the call first, before Eduche called the officer, had also saved Eduche's number on his phone. Yes. So the Deputy Commissioner of Operations of the Ghana Revenue Authority also called and threatened the officer. Say, "Wupa wadwuma ja wo mo nko na nkwan ede." Wow. The officer nso ejaye. And Maamini nyina no otwa officer no. But national security were so swift, smart. They na mama who says, "Omo kasa adwuma no omo beye."
Ombeye pa, kasa beye.
National security betimi aye. And how they got a copy of the video, I will not tell you. They have a copy. Finito. Sana me catch them. 80 somewhere in see and not the national security that temperature letter to obium. So that you know that this is not me saying it. And a down no. So national security here report ni a confidential letter where your president copy. You the commandment ne kan keke na national security first and the call. It's where any question be our Ghana apart from the national security minister and then the national coordinator of national security necessarily access to this document. It's where no your friend seal. Also, na ufa document ya bubo ntokro na ye bie ko. Where your family obi only just a copy but only a copy. I have the full document. 18 pages. Don't dare anybody in this country. And the national security, page 2 of the document. Namsa Canada more this soldier about national security bro for no ntiase. Or say given the implications TNA. Part of a second page in bra. Given the implications of this development, TNA, given the implications of this development, particularly those related to tax evasion, on the domestic revenue mobilization effort of the Ghana Revenue Authority, your outfit is urged to investigate the matter and update this ministry accordingly. Madam Wanye.
Onye
da.
Afi na adrum you general. Afi asem ye kan.
Obi a small boy.
Your outfit is further urged to take necessary steps to prevent senior officers from undermining the work of the custom officers at the various custom checkpoints across the country. when ama eye me tan ye me bufu say wo ka ho a ye ma tip off me cheese akas we mu no ba ko ka ho ne yesi abechi me ni GH boy say ya start say yes story we
ayo according to the mo OJ mi amebo ma
that are you free so
OJ
Sentia
na no mo hint ni say wo information no
it's Ghana Revenue Authority set up a committee no me invite me GRA set up committee. Your company lawyer can so them be come say me pay lawyer bi obedi machi. Make am say.
Betimi aka wa say.
Eti me ni Godwin Ghana Revenue Authority set up a panel. Oba ba ko mema miensa. We went to face them. Report now omo year the last year be see there. You say report na yira.
report na
enti story na ye wa ha any Ghana Revenue Authority penny for trans say o committee I report no we have requested for a copy of the report. Now watch this. Yeah, the extortion at another journalist now. Yeah, the story so on yeah the nakwatum yeah I feel the appeal. Yes I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. In Ghana, if you want to fight corruption, I say we need 9, nipa 9, and then 9 for fraud. So, and yes, corruption will fight you. 80 report now Ghana Revenue National Security, Mr. Asumani, God bless you. But me person obusa Ghana Revenue Authority say committee now we invite me producer and other journalists. I may appear before ye mo documents. Emo audios, yamo videos.
What is the report?
Say, sika 2.1 billion Ghana cedis ye ria ewa habo with evidence. Adenti any say report no me na yira. Enti your documents say the coin way.
Hey.
Your documents say the coin way. That is why when OSP, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, say ya nima kasa me se mentiase store me ya dibia wo bia mebo e dibia wo store me bia mebo we are president to we are vice president to we are president yiro we are vice president yiro we are minister gelo we are chief of staff me nkasa wo na ayo I'm just using it. Whoever you are involved, your name will be mentioned starting Thursday. I don't give a fuck to it. I'm sorry, director. So, ni na yira. Ka se dubofo wi aye nyina no, yes report na yira.
How?
And personally, I called the former deputy chief of staff, me am my phone na my friend no. I called the former deputy chief of staff. He is now a cabinet minister. I said, so watch it, ask him. Say, Aquaria Crown for Ghana Revenue Authority at transfer no, so that they can investigate him. But you used your office as the deputy chief of staff to reinstate him. Besides, and so watch it. I called him. Me, I don't record people. Me, you be that. Me phone record that so. Me ba office so I record by Mama Drino. A chain recorder.
Terabyte.
I said so watch it catch that time me free time and you free habo. The acquire investigations for habo. Then now we are 32 containers for habo. No, that day we were there. When we are containers we are not. If you are one quarter and namna woman 40-footer container of frozen chickens a day, you are 15,000 Ghana cedis. Oh yes, I have the document. Thursday we will show it. Let nobody dare anybody in this country. Hey. You think we don't know? We know. But I'm just quiet.
15,000.
40-footer container. Papa no di tuo. Papa no na ye ne nam no ofa tuo. And call my men are torn am no or do shop at po. Or say family na mama. One family na mama a me wu ma wawu. My men say jwade. What you are saying and no yi document na or de kire ye no. And I spoke to the man personally.
Hey.
15,000 Ghana cedis. 40-footer container of a nam. Somebody should ask an Eldamoa. Yes. I don't know catch there. Me can't sama me shishe. Me can't say what to say easy. Polling station where Juma and Juma. They assigned their brown or declare into Hurijin chain and investigate every goddamn thing we're saying. So that your name and your integrity can be maintained and sustained. Maamino, ejaye namnu manura. The woman went to ask, he said, imagine 15,000 auction 40-footer container of frozen chicken and mommy. Ni ura na ba bejiko. Mo mommy 50,000 meant say. And the officers paid her 50,000 Ghana cedis.
And you bet ya.
Now listen to this. Ye wie eno na containers na yira na ye ba na me fra senso boache. Na senso boache ka kire me say. Sa senso boache former deputy chief of staff boa me boa. O say edubofo eye ne constituents tie me ye. Ofi the constituency. Na wa boa ne pa.
Edubofo boa.
And wa boa constituency ni mu nipa bi. And some party gurus, listen to me well. As I saw watching boa me boa. Party gurus. And a band one on Becca Chance, party in boa constituency nipa. And he onye hu bibi. He admitted on the phone, said, my brother, my nyene hu ye. And I just placed the call. Say yen san yidin free baby edina kono. Yen san fanemra kra. The rest is history. Eti kasa ya auction office of the special prosecutor kasa de akane njano. This government have auctioned more than 1,044 cars. And 4 cars. Almost 1,044. We did the investigations. That of our TV and break man upon an Thursday bedroom. Mobile pomo sama manyame. Yeah, no.
My ending no me. Na Ghana 7 there. One way ya. Unti mentake. Na ye can say